What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another Top 12. Now, today we're going to be counting down the top 12 saddest deaths in entertainment. Now, I have a few rules for this list. This list will have deaths from movies, video games, and TV shows. Now, here's the thing about this list. There will be 4 deaths from a TV show, 4 from movies, and then 4 from video games. With that all being said, let's get on with the list. Number 12, the Iron Giant. Now, the saddest moment in this movie is when the Iron Giant sacrifices himself to save the town. There's a missile about to hit the town, and he flies up into the sky and lets the missile hit him instead of it hitting the town. And his final words is Superman, because he wanted to be like Superman. This scene made me tear up the first time I watched this movie, and every other time I have watched this movie, which hasn't been that many, but made me want to cry every time I watched this film. Number 11, Pops from Regular Show. Now, this death was extremely unexpected. It was in the series finale of the show, which this show went out with a bang. So, Pops has to fight his brother, I believe it is, to save everyone in the entire world. He sacrifices himself to save Mordecai, Rigby, Pops, well, he is Pops, Skips, Benson, Muscle Man, High Five Ghost, everyone. And it is one of the most emotional scenes I've seen in a Cartoon Network show. Number 10, Joel's daughter, The Last of Us. Well, this brought some sadness right at the beginning of the game. This scene is so sad. The first time I ever saw this scene, and this is way before I played this game on my channel, the first time I saw this scene, I literally paused what I was watching, because I was watching someone play it on YouTube, and sat there for like 5 minutes. Like, did that just happen? We didn't know Joel's daughter that much, but seeing her die in just the very few minutes, like the first 10 minutes of the game, oh, that's so sad. Number 9, Mufasa from The Lion King. Now, when I was little, when I first ever watched this movie, or when I watched it multiple times, this scene never actually made me cry. I always thought it was sad, but this scene never made me cry until a time where I watched it at school this past school year, and I was actually felt a tear run down my eye. I forgot how sad and emotional this scene is, and if you do not get sad when this scene plays in this movie, you have no heart. Because just seeing Simba try to wake up his dad, and we know he's dead, is so heartbreaking. And it's just horrible that his own brother did this to him. Number 8, Gwen Stacy from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, this was a tear-jerking scene. As you watch her fall, and Spider-Man throws his web to save her, but it's not enough. She falls. I believe she breaks her neck. It's what it seems like. But this is a sad scene. I can remember sitting in the movie theater and I hear tons of people around me crying. I was one of those people. This scene was so heart-wrenching. Freaking Marvel and Sony just freaking stab me in the heart with a stake. Well, like, feel the feels. And that was sad. I cried for about 5 minutes after that scene. It was so sad, and I can't believe they would end the movie right there. I couldn't believe they would kill her. I understand they killed her in the comic books, but it made me sad to see her go. Because I liked her a lot more than I liked Mary Jane in the original Spider-Man movies. Number 7, Chloe from The Last of Us. Now, this scene is actually determined on the choice you make at the end of the episode. If you go back in time and prevent yourself from saving her, or you let the tornado destroy Arcadia Bay. In this sad ending, Chloe has died, and there's a funeral scene, but the bad guys still get arrested and all that other stuff. It is such a heart-drenching scene, and it just makes you want to cry watching it, and it's just, I can't even describe how sad this scene is. It is one of the saddest scenes in video games I've ever seen, but trust me, there are even more sadder scenes than this. Number 6, Herschel from The Walking Dead. Now, this scene was unexpected when the governor just slung Michonne's katana, and hit Herschel dead in the neck. That made me hate the governor way more than I already did. And everyone's reactions as this happens is just so sad, especially Maggie. It's just a horrible, horrible scene, but he does get avenged when Michonne kills the governor. Number 5, Han Solo, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. This scene came out of nowhere. Han Solo goes to talk to his son, try to convince him to leave with him and forget all the dark side and be good again. And Kylo Ren kind of lies, convincing him, yes, I will leave with you, I need help, and everything. But he opens his lightsaber and it stabs straight through him. This scene is followed with Chewbacca going ballistic. Number 4, Kenny from South Park. Now I know what you're thinking. Kenny died a lot in South Park and none of it was really sad. Yes, that is South Park's running joke. But there was one episode where they actually took it seriously. Kenny is diagnosed with an illness that is going to kill him and he will not make it. And this shows a side of the main characters, Cartman, Kyle, and Stan, that we've never seen before. And they actually kept Kenny dead for a whole year before bringing him back into the show. And Kenny dying in this episode actually made me cry. I'm actually tearing up right now just thinking about it. This is just a sad scene, and one of the saddest moments in this episode. Like, this whole episode is sad because it's all centered around Kenny might die. But he eventually did die. And one of the saddest scenes in this episode was when they are being told that Kenny is not doing so well, and they all start crying and everything. And it's just such a heart-filled episode. Makes you cry pretty much the whole thing. It's just a very, very emotional episode of South Park. Number 3, Brian from Family Guy. Now, this was a shocking scene, and whoever thought they would kill off one of the fan favorite characters. Brian was always fun to watch, and seeing Stewie struggle through this episode is just so heartbreaking, and them even getting a new dog to replace Brian is just so sad and everything. So the funeral scene is what makes me most emotional, because it's one of the saddest scenes in this episode. And the whole episode is just pretty sad. And they didn't keep Brian dead for long. There was one episode with the new dog, Vinny, and then the next episode, I'm pretty sure it was the episode right after that one, they brought Brian back. Number 2, Ruben from Minecraft Story Mode. I never thought I'd see the day where Minecraft would make me cry. I remember watching Dan TDM play this game because I was watching him play it before I actually got my hands on the game. And sweet Celestia, as soon as you see Ruben on the ground and can barely move, you know he's not getting up. This is so sad and such a crazy way to end the 4th episode of this series. And I just can't believe they killed off Ruben. I still can't believe it, but he was a good character, and he will be missed. Ruben is just one of the lovable characters, and he was hilarious. And seeing him come to this horrible death is just so sad. And after he turns into a pork chop, which some people think that's just hilarious, but I don't think it is, it's just so sad to see that happen. The look on everybody's face, and just how they're just trying to support Jesse and what's going on, and just be there for him. And yeah. Number 1, Lee from Telltale's The Walking Dead. Yes, we're jumping back into Telltale territory. And how can I not put this on the list? This is one of the saddest moments in entertainment I've ever seen. This is just so sad that Clementine has to do it. Clementine has to kill the man that is taking care of her for so long, because we don't want to see him as a walker. Or even if you just leave him, it's still just as sad. But the fact that Clementine has to leave Lee after all they've been through together is such a horrible, horrible thing to see. And I wish Lee could have survived, but season 2 probably wouldn't be as good of a season if he did. So, yep. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 12, and hopefully I'll get more out in the future. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to my Twitter, Instagram, and DeviantArt will all be linked down in the description below, just like always. And do not forget to hit that notification button so you'll be notified when I upload videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!